everybody. Welcome back to the show. We're talking about an organization that Elaine is no stranger to. Here today is Janet Blaha and Jeffrey Clear. They are the organizers for York Region Networkers. Welcome to the show, folks.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much.
Jeff, it's been a long time since I've seen you, and Janet, nice to meet you officially.
Thank you.
For people, actually, this is a good switch because we're talking about starting your company and becoming self-employed or an entrepreneur. But once you actually take those first steps, then it's time to sort of get out there and meet the people. Jeffrey, tell us about the organization and how it makes a difference.
Well, I have to say it's kind of like jumping in that Lake Wilcox that you're talking about, because it's when you're in a career transition, it's going into a completely new direction, and the people who come to our meetings are in that place where they have to take a giant leap forward.
Yeah, and it's about connecting with people and showing up, really showing up, and being visible and sharing your experiences
and sharing
with
your
each other.
stories.
Sharing your stories as well.
I had been a part of the York Region Networkers. You meet every Friday at 9:45 at the Richmond Hill Central Library, which is at Major Mac and Yonge.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic opportunity to meet other people who are in the same situation as you, hearing how they've gotten out of it. And you know, for me at the time, I was at home with my children and I wanted to make a career change or possibly look into other avenues. Tell me about the people that are in the group right now and what has happened over the year.
The people are all in career transition. They either lost their jobs or were laid off, and various professions, engineers, accountants, graphic designers, et cetera, et cetera. And they all come in, and we all have like a little 30-second infomercial or an elevator speech. And sometimes we even have a presenter who talks about resume preparation or
Interviews. We had Martin Buckland from Elite Resume come in. We had one of my favorites was you, Elaine.
I talked about how volunteerism can help you find work, and I had volunteered for Rogers for many years as a reporter, and that led me to different jobs that were in large corporations within the television industry, and now back in an on-air position
Well,
again.
it amazed me that you said, like you shared with me earlier, that you were shy and not feeling good about yourself just before that presentation. But when you came and did that presentation, it had all this video of you from Dolphin, was it?
Dolphin.
Dolphin.
Manitoba.
And I remember that was very inspiring to all of us at that presentation. And people were talking about your presentation for weeks after.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm glad that it really helped. And this is the thing that sometimes people who come, they move on to different areas.
And then you help others.
yeah, and it's about stepping out of your comfort zone too, and we give each other challenges. And I know one person came up to me and challenged me to do a presentation, and even though public speaking was one of my fears during university, I overcame that challenge by facilitating a meeting.
Everybody gets fired. I mean, there's tons of books talking about successful people that have been fired. Having a place and going there and being able to see it's not just me and there's a sense of belonging. What does that mean for someone who's trying to restart their career?
People are alone so often. When they don't have a place to go the next day, they feel they have to sit in front of the computer and send out emails. And it's important to use LinkedIn, to use Twitter, to use Facebook to search for your career. But it can be isolating. And the thing that we learned, one of the things that I really learned from doing this was the social media aspect. And Janet can talk about it, because I started blogging after I joined the group, and Janet started Twittering, and you should really ask her about that, because it's incredible.
Well, it's not only utilizing social media with your job search, but with respect to networking, it's connecting with people and establishing those relationships and meaningful relationships where you can help each other. And that is an asset, because you know, you might have 100 friends or 100 contacts where your contacts will be able to assist a person that you've met in one of the networking
Can I
groups.
just touch on something for a second?
Of course.
Because people of a different age demographic, above, say, 25 to 30 right now,
Right.
hear social media and they think Facebook, invasion of privacy, and not going to help me. Is it important to change the sort of awareness of actual social media?
Yeah, we had Alexa Samuels come and talk to us about Twitter. And she was it's a new world. Like, if you think about what the social media has done, it's taken made it a small community. And people who who are shy, and Janet's acknowledged that she was uncomfortable being in front of people, but she now has over 2,000 followers on Twitter. And when Jan Arden follows you, and she's had contact with Brett Wilson and Robert Herjavec, these people, Arlene Dickinson retweeted me, but like, it's incredible how social media is bringing people together. And if you are not afraid of the privacy thing, but just go forward and be confident with who you are, there is no problem with engaging in that stuff.
To add on to that, the key is to be professional. And not to really disclose all the personal and private matters. Remain professional, be consistent with your messages, and showing confidence and with dignity. Because people can check your tweets and check you up and
they
to
can
see.
check your tweets.
Oh yeah, for
Oh.
sure. And if you want to be visible and appear to be professional, then your messages have to be professional.
Now, what do we expect when somebody joins the York Region Networkers every Friday? You're starting on January 13th.
Yes.
How do they get involved?
You know what? All you have to do is show up at the library. We're in Meeting Room B. It's the second floor, and you come
Which
in.
library?
The York Central Library at Major Mackenzie and Young.
Isn't it the Richmond Hill?
Richmond Hill
Hill.
Central
call it?
Library.
Whatever. The one on Richmond Hill, Major Mackenzie.
big one, you know?
Major
The
Mac
big
and
building
Young.
there. Just show up.
Second floor.
Yeah.
It's a really
And,
nice library.
Janet,
With $5?
or
It's
Susan,
$5. It covers
Susan
the cost.
Poshkash, she's also one of our co-chairs. And you just show up and join, and you'll see something really incredible, and you'll get to know some people.
Great, and you can get some more information by going onto LinkedIn with York Region Networkers. Join that group, and you'll get all the updates for every week.
I wanted to give a gift from the.
Oh, thank you. We'll be right back after this break. Thank you so much.